Hello, hello, welcome to Mindset to Results. And today our guest is Caroline Bisalski, and it is very interesting conversation which we are going to have because we have so many common between Caroline as we met as Proctor Gallagher Institute consultants in Be Connected platform and just got attracted to each other from the first sight. Hi, Caroline.
Oh, hi, Elena. I'm so happy to be here and thanks for your invitation.
You're most welcome. So
Wow.
tell a little bit about yourself, Caroline, and why you do what you do.
Okay, so I would like to share a little bit of my journey when it all started for me and Bob Proctor. It was in November 2021 when I joined the Proctor Gallagher Institute to become a consultant for Bob Proctor's coaching programs. And why did I take this decision? It was someone I followed, I watched on TikTok, and he was talking about thinking into results or how how your thoughts become things. And I wanted to learn more how this works. So I decided to get the whole package, to become a consultant, to have this knowledge as well and to give it to other people. And so I started my journey 2 years and a half ago. It was just a decision, and I never regretted. I never regretted it. And this is why I can be here today and speak with you, because I also trained my English since then. Yes. And then I joined this platform, Be Connected, and I met you in January, I think, or a little bit before. We met and we worked together a little bit for a time on this platform, and we grow together, right?
Yes, amazing, amazing. Yes, it is such a important thing that you said decision. You made the decision and you just went all to it, and so many different things started happening, right? And everything just because you made decision. So let's speak about this, how important is to make a decision, and what we learned from Bob Proctor, that successful people make decisions in a certain way. So let's speak about this.
Okay, so you refer to the article, The Common Denominator of Success, and it says that successful people are quick decision makers. And I remember Napoleon Hill, he had 1 minute to decide whether he wanted to support Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at that time, to support him and write down the laws of success, the principles. And he didn't know that Andrew Carnegie had a timer, a watch under the desk. And Napoleon Hill did a decision within 29 seconds. And I'm so happy that he did this, because he wrote the book Think and Grow Rich after 25 years of research. And this is also the book that our mentor, Bob Proctor, studied for 61 years of his life. And decision making, I would say, and rich people make quick decisions, but they never reverse them. They never reverse, or after, not quickly. But unsuccessful people take long to make decisions, if they make decisions at all. So they are good at procrastinating. And when they make a decision, then they reverse it immediately because they are insecure. And you mentioned the word certain, to be certain, to act in a certain way. This is also what successful people have in common. They act in a certain way, they are self-confident as well. So I looked it up from them, from successful people, to become more successful myself in my life. And it all starts with a decision, because you decide how you want to live in every area of your life, and then you go from there.
Amazing, amazing. Yes, just think about this, that one decision that Napoleon Hill made changed millions people lives. Millions people lives learned from Napoleon Hill and from his study where he interviewed billionaires, the most successful and the wealthiest people of the time. Started with Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and other people, and that his decision not only made him multimillionaire and the world famous person who impacted the world, who impacted the millions of people's lives, and we still speak about him, we still learn about him. And even yesterday I was listening Napoleon masterclass. So you see that one decision can make such a huge shift. So let's speak how to make the decision fast, because most people are not ready, like they conditioned to think again and to know how they will get there. So let's speak a little bit about the recipe, how to learn to make decision fast and step into unknown.
Oh, wow, this is so amazing what you said. Yes, I think this is not what school teaches us to make decisions. How does that work? And it is so important to know how you make decisions, or that you have a choice at all. And I didn't know this. I thought I knew, but I did know nothing, and then I started to watch exactly what I was doing. And the first question is, what do you really, really want? And when you write this down, you know exactly what you want, then decision making is so easy. You decide for what you want, and you left out everything you don't want anymore. You just let it go. I know it sounds easy, but it is a process as well. And how do you train it? You start with so called little decisions. For example, what do you want to wear today? Or what do you want to eat? So when you are in a restaurant, you make decisions, right? You decide what to eat. And then you can train yourself on the so called little things. And I say so called because there is no big or small, everything just is. So it is as easy as to decide for your what you want to eat, as to what car you want to drive, or where to travel next, or how many dollars you want to have on your bank account. You decide. And once you realize this, then you are so powerful,
Yes,
you are the
exactly.
creator. Mhm.
Yes, exactly. And this is also a different attitude, right? Like different attitude, as you said, you just decide. And people think that, oh, to make decision I should have that, I should know how to get there. But actually, to make decision you don't need anything, you just need to make decision, right? Because you will get that things after you make decision. If you don't make decision, so you don't need anything, right? Because you even didn't make decision. So it is when we make decision and we are committed, right? In our mind we already see that we are doing there, we are getting there, or we going there, right? And when we are committed, we we flip to the different frequency. We already are there in our mind, right? And
Yeah.
our subconscious mind, like the GPS, after you make decision, after you commit it, and it is a workable decision, then it how this GPS will start moving you and showing you the signs how you can get there if you are ready to receive.
Yes, I think you are talking about the built-in success mechanism that every one of us has. And I got it from the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. We learned this in lesson 6 about the self-image of thinking into results. And what does he say? Maxwell Maltz. He talks about the success mechanism, and the mechanism means you don't have to worry about it at all because it succeeds automatically. How do we do this? By choosing our habits. That means all of our behavior is habitual, and this is what leads us to success. So when we have bad habits, it doesn't lead us anywhere. So we get to choose which habits we want to change. And we learn this in the program as well, thinking into results, always one or two habits at a time, not more. So we take little steps, right, to success, but success is absolutely guaranteed for us because we have all this built-in success mechanism.
Yeah, imagine I like this mantra. Yes, like success. My success is absolutely guaranteed. So
Mhm.
when you live with that confidence, right, this is where commitment to change those habits comes because you already know that this what you want is already there. It's just dwelling in the different frequency, waiting for you to grow, right? To grow to that point because we don't get in life what we want, we get in life who we are, who we become, right? So the purpose of every goal is to grow and become that person who will attract everything what is necessary to get there, right? And if you have this confidence that my success, your success is absolutely guaranteed, and these thoughts only will make you feel different, right? When you feel different, you will start taking different actions, and this is how it comes to the habits. When you see, okay, now I'm going there, so what I'm doing every day, what actions bring me to my goal, right? So we start to see what doesn't bring, we put apart, yeah, we leave it in the past, and we create new habits, and we become conscious about every day what we do, how we think, how we feel, right? And this is how transformation happens.
Yes, I transformed as well. I can assure you, I changed my life 180 degrees. I also always say this. I changed everything. I was in a relationship. I can give you examples. I was in a relationship for 27 and a half years and I decided I don't want it anymore. So I can laugh about it now, but it was, of course, a year of divorce and sorting things out. Then I decided to become an international best-selling author. I wanted to do this. You see the in the background, the circle of the one, an amazing project with 32 other authors, of course. And now we are still looking for authors for volume 2 and 3. So if any of your listeners wants to be a part of it, it's a great thing to explore yourself and to go through your own healing story and empowering other people. Yes. What other things did I do? I had an accounting company for 15 years with 6 employees, and I closed it last year in July because I did not want to do it anymore. I want to focus on the consulting and coaching, maybe other things that show up. For example, Be Connected showed up, and we are certified experts for that platform. So I was diving into the IT stuff and guiding people, helping people to find their new technical home, so to say. Yes, what else did I do? I was traveling 10 months out of 24 in the last, 2 years. This all results I got, results. And I had the last year was the best year of income I ever had in my life. So these are results, and I'm so happy, and it's not the end. And I think you witnessed it too, the transformation when you say yes to yourself, because I was always afraid of saying no to people, like refusing or yeah, people and disappointing other people. But then I realized every no to someone is a big yes towards myself, always. So it has to do with self-love and putting yourself first as well. And this is a decision. We talked about decision. It's because the what is the opposite is procrastinating. It's remaining and worrying and doubting and worrying and doubting. What is doubting? Being between two decisions. Oh, I don't know what I should do. It is drifting. We can call it drifting as well. And the opposite of drifting is leading. So first you have to lead your own thoughts, and you have to decide what thoughts do you want to think constantly during the day. We have 60,000 thoughts, and almost all of our thoughts are the same every day. So when we think the same every day, we get the same results every day, every year, and you stay always as you are. And I didn't want that anymore. So I said yes to myself and I started the journey.
Amazing, amazing, Caroline, what you did. And as you said, just 6 months when you allowed yourself to dream and to connect to your really your inner self and study yourself, that 6 months changed totally your perception, how you see yourself, how you see life, how you see your business relations. And imagine that this just 6 months totally change, as you said, 180% trajectory, right? Like if you didn't do that, you will continue doing this business which you didn't like. You continued being in relations which didn't bring you any joy and happiness. And as the most people live that way, right? Like they think, oh, it is late to change something. Oh, I'm 40, I already have this business, so how can I start from zero again? Or, oh, I'm already 20 years or 30 years in relation, so it is already late for me. Yes, so people, they really just live in, like Napoleon Hill says, like that hypnotic rhythm, right? Because through repetition of the actions, of the thoughts they had, they just like hypnotized in this daily routines. And even if they don't like how they live, they understand that they are meant for more, they could do more. But because of this hypnotic state, they don't take actions to pull themselves out of that loop. And you did. So I really want to acknowledge you because you did it. You were brave to change everything, and now you thrive.
Oh, thank you so much. And I would like to emphasize I lived my dream life. So I was thinking it is the best life I can have. I have a dream family. I built my dream house. I'm still in that house, but I'm about to sell it because I want to move to the US, for example. And then I had really my all everything was what I ever dreamt about. So I got. And I can tell you about another dream I had when I was 15. My dream was to study psychology and to explain how the subconscious works. So it was always in me, but I never realized that dream until I became 35 and I began to study psychology, and it took 11 years to finish it. I cannot tell you. And it was like, I don't know, but I did it. And I want to encourage all of your listeners. It's not too late, like you said, when you turn 40, 50, 60. It's not too late. I encountered people on my journey who are 78 and they join a coaching program for the first time in their life, to understand themselves, to study who they are and how their mind works, right? This is what we did, and I'm so glad more and more people are saying yes to themselves and waking up.
Yes, yes, amazing. So, what is the some? I would like you to share some three teachables that people who listen us can take away from our conversation. What you really think that something so valuable that you would like to share? What you learned from this journey?
Oh, I have so many quotes, and all of my English vocabulary is now the Bob Proctor material and universal laws, because I also had to improve my English, by the way, the last 2 or 3 years. English is not my mother language and not my first foreign language. It's my second foreign language. I learned it at the age of 13. And it was like sleeping under the surface, and I had to wake it up. So your question about quotes, I have so many takeaways. One of my favorite is from William James. Belief, and the belief creates the fact. So that means you have to embed in you and to train a belief, to train your belief muscle, to believe in yourself and believe in your dreams, that it is possible for you. And then when you hold that vision, and that brings me to the next quote: if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand, by Bob Proctor. If you hold that vision, you will see it in your outer reality. And this is so beautiful. I think you witnessed this also in your life. Yes.
Yes, definitely, definitely. This is, I think, what the biggest thing what we learned is to think and dream big, and allow yourself seeing that it is possible, that everything is possible, and the only limitation what we set for ourselves is in our mind. So when we learn that and start really thinking what I really, really want in life, what I want my life, when I will say that yes, my life is fulfilled, I feel fulfilled, and this is success, I feel successful, right? I achieved that. So when we allow ourselves to believe it is possible, that is totally changes everything. Yeah, because most of people, they think that they just have to go to job and do whatever it needs to pay their bills, and they can only have some just few maybe days in a year to do what they really love, right? They think that that is just a hobby. This is what I like to do. This can just be a hobby, but most of the time I have to work. I have to provide for my family. So this is the biggest, I think, biggest transformation happened right there, that you can do what you really love to do and settle your time for that and be the best version of yourself when you're doing that. Use your talents and gifts which are unique for you, and you can be rewarded, right? So because it is again to the law, if you do good, if you provide the value, if you become the person who is difficult to be replaced, this is how compensation will come, right, for the value you provide. So when you focus on doing good and becoming value yourself and giving that value to people, people will be happy to compensate you, right? So this is a different perception what we put on the first. If we put money first to pay the bills, or we put at the first to find who you really are, what unique talents and gifts, and what you can give to the world, because you are unique, you're genius, and nobody is like you, right? Like it is like snowflakes. There is so many snowflakes, right? But you cannot find even one which will be similar, like the same as another one. And this is like us. We created so uniquely. Everybody has that genius, and it is just needs that desire to find what is my genius is, what my strength is, what are my unique talents and gifts, and then just have the faith in source, in that intelligence who created this world, who created you, and who gave you these powers, and believe in yourself that you can. And when you just believe that you can, this is how everything starts changing.
Yeah, it's so true what you said, because we are conditioned. We went through the conditioning, and sometimes we believed lies. Lies we're telling ourselves. For example, I'm not good enough. You will never make it. You are a failure. Something like that. And we believed it because we couldn't otherwise. Our subconscious was wide open, right? And now we can believe all the beautiful things about ourselves. And I want to encourage you, dear listener, if you don't have the belief right now, you can borrow our belief in you, because we believe that you can do it, because we did it already. We went this path, we worked on ourselves, and we can show you as well how you can do it for you. And I'm so happy to be here to talk about belief and also impossible. I highly recommend that you erase this from your dictionary and from your verbal language, because impossible is just an opinion, and don't make it yours.
Yes, yes, impossible doesn't exist, because impossible, what you think, you may think impossible, it is just you think it is impossible for you, but there are so many people for who already there, right? And they are there just because they thought that it is possible. This is
Yeah.
just a different just thought made them do things to make it possible, right? So we can make impossible possible by the way how we think, how what our attitude is toward that possibility, how we feel, how we act. And we are such a powerful beings, we even don't know the potential. It like human potential is, I think it is the last discovered, right? Like we have not discovered so much of what we can do, and the power of mind cannot be underestimated. It is huge. And if you believe in yourself, believe in God, believe that source who gave you the life, and every day you receive that energy. And if you can put that energy, give this energy the form of what you want by how you think, this is how everything becomes possible.
Wow, that's so beautiful what you said. And I remember our mentor, Bob Proctor, he asked two questions. Am I able? And he said, yes, you are able because someone else already did it. For example, climbing the Mount Everest or running 100 meters, I don't know, in a certain time. I'm not so sportive, or not at all. But if you have a goal and somebody else reached it, like becoming a billionaire, for example, then say, yes, you are able. And then the next question is, are you willing? And this is the only way it goes through the will. And we have books about it, and we have thinking into results about it in lesson 5, which is my favorite lesson, by the way, because it's so short. It's 13 minutes, but it's very impactful about all the higher mental faculties. And one of them is the willpower. And there are exercises you can train your willpower, and then you will succeed. Because succeed, what is success? A realization, progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And we show you how to do this.
Yes, amazing. Thank you very much, Caroline. Yes, it is. We can speak about this topic, I think, for years non-stop, because it is really our passion and what we really love to share with the world. Because our life changed so much after we found this knowledge, and I also have been searching for this from when days I was small, and I didn't know where to find it, but I knew that this exists. So when I found this knowledge, I said, yes, now I found it. Now I feel that I know what I want to do. Now I know how I can become that value to share this knowledge with the people. And thank you so much for being amazing guest on today show and sharing your life journey and your knowledge with our audience. And I wish you a great day, and we'll speak again.
Thank you so much for having me, and for your yes as well to your journey, and see you soon. Please connect to us. I'm on Be Connected. I love it. You find me everywhere. And through Elena, of course. Let's connect.
Yeah, we will put all the details how people can connect to you in the description, and see you soon.